Alola trainers! This is Elena from Gaia Storm PTCG, and it's a pleasure to be here at PoTownstore's YouTube channel. Some of you might already recognize me by, my Spanish YouTube channel that has been out there for a while, but the topic of today's video really has me excited because we are going to be covering the expanded format. Now, the expanded format is a really challenging environment because it contains cards from like 2011 until now. So as you can imagine, the variety of strategies that are out there are just endless, and you never know what you need to expect or how to prepare well against all the wide amount of decks that are out there. So when building your first expanded deck, I thought that the best line of action would be to choose something that is straightforward, that is easy to use, but that also is going to give you amazing results from day one. So I think I have the perfect candidate for you to start playing expanded format, and also something that is absolutely funny. With that being said, let's now jump onto the deck profile. So guys, this is the deck I chose for you today, and as you can see, something that it's probably immediately getting your attention is the fact that it only has one type of Pokemon. Like, what on earth? So yeah, and it's none other than Blissey V. Now, Blissey V was a Pokemon first released on Chilling Reign, which is the latest standard set. And it didn't get a lot of popularity because it's a bit difficult to power up and it doesn't do as many damage as you need to win against other strategies. But the fact is that with the right combination of cards, Blissey V can turn into a monster, so don't let yourself be fooled by its appearance. Blissey has 250 HP, which is a lot. An ability that is okay-ish, but we are not going to be using a lot during the games. And then Blissful Blast, 10 damage plus 30 for each energy attached to this Pokemon. And then whenever Blissey attacks, it can attach itself up to 3 energy from the discard pile. So that's exactly what I was saying, that with the right combination of cards, this can shine. None of those cards are sadly in standard because we don't have good energies, or we don't have a way to easily be able to send energies to the discard pile. And as you would have guessed, everything changes here in Expanded. Why? Let's see some of the different pieces that allow Blissey, the Blissey engine to work. First, Battlecompressor. It was released, I think, on Phantom Forces. In my opinion, one of the best sets of the competitive TCG history, which allows you to pick 3 cards from your deck and send them to the discard pile. And then what are you going to be doing? Getting rid of some of the most powerful energy cards we've ever had, like the double colorless energy. This card, it's sad that it's no longer legal, will be boosting Blissey with 60 damage by each copy. So if you use Battlecompressor, you drop 3 double colorless energies and you attach it to Blissey, Blissey is doing like 190. Crazy how much this little monster can do with so less. And there are different complementary types of energies that we are also running. Powerful energy also boosts your Blissey's attacks. We have capture energy to be able to search for other Blisseys, because one of the problems of this deck is to be able to find multiple Blisseys during the game, given that you only run 4. Lucky energy, I really like lucky energy because it sometimes allows you to draw cards in difficult situations. 2 basic fire energies. You can change the basic type for anything you really like. It doesn't really matter much, except for the fact that sometimes you play against decks that run, for instance, Giant Heart, and you can take advantage of that to search for that energy, and Weakness Guard energy in order to protect yourself from fighting decks. Then the strategy of this deck is not only to make Blissey as strong as possible and helping, and being able to gather enough energies as to take down even VMAX Pokemon that are on the active opponent spot, but you really want to make Blissey immoral. And how you are going to do so? Well, first you need recovery, right? So Hyper Potion provides you with 120 damage heal just by discarding 2 energies. And it's fine, because then you're going to attack again, you will reattach those energies to Blissey, and that's it. You will completely forget about the damage. And then you can run Cape of Toughness, which will boost even more the HP of Blissey, making it a 300 HP basic. 300 HP basic, that's a nightmare for most of the strategies in the standard format. It's true, however, that the deck has some downsides. Sometimes you can break because you are not running, of course, a lot of supporter cards, or sometimes you break because you don't run into enough Blisseys, but that's why we are also going to be playing Acrobatic in order to accelerate our draws, as in combination with Trainer's Mail, to be able to get access to those vsseekers, to those supporter cards, to get access to the battle compressors and everything. And another thing that I really wanted to point out is how incredible Scrambled Switch this Ace Spect card is in this deck, because it allows you to change, to switch one active Blissey for another one in your bench that has full HP, and to just force your opponent to start over. So this is kind of a really powerful, the ultimate healing card that you truly need in your Blissey deck. And lastly, the only remaining important element that you should know when playing Blissey is how it can really benefit from stadiums that shut down opponents' abilities, like Path to the Peak or Silent Lab. It's never going to affect you because, as I said at the beginning, the ability from Blissey is nothing out of this world, but it surely stops a lot of strategies. And why choosing this deck? It's really easy to play, as I said, it's really simple to buy, to build, and it's very, very, very funny. In case that you are wondering how to get those cards, so it's a combination of different things. I would highly suggest you to start getting some Chilling Reign packs at potownstore, of course, where you can pull Blisseys or Path to the Peak. And then, in general terms, for everything related to Expanded, one of the best products is the Keldeo versus Rayquaza League Battle deck, because it contains a lot of staples that are cards that you can use in multiple strategies, like the vsseekers or the battle compressors. So if you test out this format and you find yourself liking it, which is my case, then you can reuse all the other cards that are there in order to create many more decks. So yeah, check that out as well. And I think that, broadly speaking, that is how the deck works. I think it's going to be easier to watch it in action than rather hearing me driving that explanation. But now, without further ado, let's jump onto some games. Okay, so let's see what we face against in this very first game. Our opponent, Reshiram, is going to call the coin flip, and it gives me the possibility to start, which is something that I personally never would choose when playing Blissey, because I'd rather start attacking. Now, something funny that has just happened. Okay, that explains why my rival let me start. which is he's playing Welder. Now, this is a bit weird. This is a bit weird, the fact that we didn't give our opponent a mulligan and he gave us 5 extra cards. I'll take it. I'll take it. Okay, so let's capture energy. Right, we want another Blissey here. And then let's start getting rid of some energy cards that we probably need in the discard pile to start hitting for a lot of damage. Now, I don't think that even with, unless he goes like Welder and uses Double Blaze with like full powered Double Blaze GX, I don't think he has the possibility to actually take us down. So, okay, let's get rid of some energies and potentially a seed in case we need some, just in case we need some backup strategy to heal our Blissey. And I think we are going to just stay there. We are just going to stay there and see how it goes. Now, it would be... Okay, Professor's Letter. Now that I think of it, maybe a better move here would be to start putting more pressure on the Reshiram by getting rid of Lysandra. I think it's like, I never remember if Lyson is in Spanish or in English, but getting rid of that supporter or Guzma to start putting pressure and hitting it in the second turn. Let's see what happens. Okay. So he basically gets everything going in the second turn, which is not precisely the best thing in the world for us, okay, because he will use a full power move to get rid of our Blissey. Okay, not cool. So we will use this one. Okay, that's actually better. We'll use this one, and then we are going to use Battle Compressor. We don't need that many energies, I think, on the discard pile now. We don't need that many energies, I would think, on the discard pile. Okay, we didn't even have Lysandra. So, yeah, let's get rid of those. And I have a decision to make. Now I do have a decision to make, because I would assume that my opponent has the KO, right? That my opponent has the switch and the KO, so I'm going to play a little bit conservative, right? A little bit conservative. I'm going to attach actually an energy, here, and I'm going to play Marnie. Now, why would I play Marnie? Just because I want to kind of reduce the chances of him being able to switch out this Volcanion, and I want to have the possibility to draw into cards I need. I'm forcing him to waste resources. Doesn't seem like the best, doesn't seem like a bad move to Marnie here instead of Juniper. So let's see what happens, because my opponent's probably going to switch and use the Double Blaze. Okay, so he plays Hammers. No, that's bad. Okay, he plays Hammers. Great. Okay, so now what happens is the following. I'm going to play Acrobike. Compressor seems fine. I'm going to use Capture Energy. Gonna get myself another Blissey. And then I will play Guzma and start putting some pressure here while preserving this other one. Do I have energies on the discard pile? I have a lot of energies on the discard pile, which is great. So let's use Guzma here, That seems like the right thing to do. So we will target Reshiram, even if we're not hitting for a lot of weakness. I want to get rid of the Pokemon Ranger, Lucky Energy, and probably what do I have in hand? I have nothing in hand. Okay. And probably something that I am not going to be using a lot in the Weak Gather Energy, I think that is. Now he cannot kill me unless he double blazes full force, so we'll play Path and we'll just attack. So 40 damage, and let's attach some cards onto this Blissey. And now our friend has 2030, and the idea is that he would not be able to get over all the Blisseys that we have left on the field. Okay, so still he has to use the full move, and then I will get to draw a card. That's something that Blissey suffers against whenever your opponent is able, to use a movement that deals more than 300 in just one single movement like that. That hurts. That actually hurts. Okay, let's promote that Blissey. That was a lucky top deck. That was actually a very lucky top deck, which we don't know if we want to use it or we want. Okay, let's see, how much are we doing? So 10. Okay, 10. I'm really bad at counting, so I'm going to be counting in Spanish. Apologies for that. 10, 11, 12, 13. No, wait. Let me check that. So it's 3 per. I'm really bad at maths. I really suck at maths. So I have 4 energies. Okay, so 12, 13, 14, 15. No. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Okay, so 1 energy. Now, we are going to Marnie. Because the only way I see in which we can KO this guy, right, is we need an energy and we need to... Okay, fine. We need an energy and we need to get rid of its Fighting Fury Bell, and that's difficult to happen. So if we have the energy now, we are not getting there. So we are probably just going to Hyper Potion here. We'll use it next time, and then Blissful Blast. Okay, so 230. Again, it was a bit difficult because we needed, if we wanted to KO this Reshiram, we needed a lot of things happening at the same time. Like for instance, we needed the Field Blower to get rid of the duel, and we needed another energy. And it was risky to play Juniper knowing that we only had like 2 energies left in our discard pile. Sorry, in our deck. So, but it's okay. I think we are in a good shape as long as he doesn't get the KO. Cold Potion. Okay, fine with that. So Outrage is going to even be less harmful. Now he needs to start setting up another Charizard. Good thing that he's playing greens, because that means that he doesn't get to play Welder. And now we are like doing a monstrous amount of damage. It's like crazy. Like we have 1, 4. So we have 7 energies, right? But we are dealing like 350 or something. Okay. He plays Nest Ball. Will get himself another Reshiram. Oh no, Volcanion. Okay, fine. That works. If he doesn't get the KO this turn, and I don't see how he's getting the KO this turn, then I would say that the game is ours. Okay, 2 energies. We'll go on to Volcanion. Fine. And switch. Interesting. Okay, fine. Good thing that we have our Hyper Potion, let's play this. Ooh, this is really good. Scramble Switch is going to save us a lot. We will just play one Hyper Potion. We will get rid of Capture Energy and Black Energy. Why not? So we fully heal our Blissey and then let's attack again and reattach the energies that we want. In this case, Lucky Energy to draw while we are hit. And the what is the name of this energy that gives you plus? What was the name? Powerful Energy. So plus 20. And just like that, we have 8 energies. And like, what is my opponent really going to do about that? He's not using greens again. At some point, he has to welder again, right? At some point. And how many? So I still have 2 vsseeker in my deck, and I need to take from prizes Lysandra. If I do that, I probably win the game. Okay. Well, at least you see how powerful Blissey is getting after a few turns, and once everything starts coming, then Hyper Potions really makes it difficult for your opponent to take Blissey down. Let's see what my opponent does here. Nothing. Maybe his game crashed or something. Okay, whatever. So I think I'm just going to take the opportunity, and I think I'm going to kill Reshiram. Yeah, I think I'm going to kill. I'm going to go for the kill here. So let's Kuzma. Let's Kuzma here. Yes, I know we are going to be using Scramble Switch, but whatever. So we'll just use Scramble Switch. Nothing to move. And my opponent just surrenders. Was not, I don't know. I think at some point he missed the guards that he needed. So that prevented him from being able to play. And the fact that he was not able to get over the second Blissey was key. So let's go on to a second game and see how everything plays out. Okay guys, so second game, let's see what we go against. Again, my opponent calling the coin flip, but this time I get to choose, and I'm going to let my opponent go first. Now, this hand is terrible. We do really need to top deck something. Okay, he gives us a mulligan, which I'll take. Now we are going against Pikachu Zekrom. I think it's good that they went first because they cannot attack in the second turn. Sorry, in the first turn, and the top deck was just perfect. Okay, so no Pikachu Zekrom, just regular Pikachu, I guess. Pikachu VMAX with Skyfield, I would imagine. And maybe he doesn't have a good hand or anything. Okay, so let's play Capture Energy. Let's get ourselves another Blissey. Play down some Caves. Juniper, our hand away. Battle Compressor would be perfect, and we get the Battle Compressor, which is absolutely amazing. We have End. Okay, now let's just get rid of double colorless energies, which is the energy that is allowing us to do a lot of damage. Let's Full Blast. And that's it. Now, my piece of advice here is whenever you have a card like Trainer's Mail or like Bicycle, don't play them unless you really need to. Meaning, if you're not searching for anything at that particular moment, just don't bother playing cards that would be important when your opponent marnies you, for example. Okay, so this was Pikachu VMAX. After all, like this big chunky Pikachu. And okay, so my opponent doesn't really seems to have a lot to play here with, so we are just going to take advantage. We're going to take advantage. Let's get Skyla. Let's get Skyla for another battle compressor. Yeah, sorry about that, mate. Yeah, sometimes, you know, Pokemon TCG Online just give you these kind of hints that break you. So let's put this here. Let's attack. And as you can see, like 280 damage on the second turn. Like, that was crazy. Ooh, like, that was just completely crazy. Okay, I'll probably play another one because that one was really quick. I don't know if that counts. So let's try to play another one that doesn't take a lot of time. And here we are. Now, maybe that's AVP, which is a really popular deck choice in Expanded. Again, we win, so no, I want to start second. And I don't know what's happening today, like how I am not giving mulligans to my opponents if I only run like 4 Pokemon. That's something that has never happened to me until I started actually recording this video. So yeah, must be the magic of PoTown. Must be it. Because, I mean, if you check us regularly in our YouTube channel or in our Twitch channel, you will see that we are never that lucky. So it's a change I appreciate. Now, speaking of luck, my opponent seems to be playing this water toolbox deck, I would imagine, with Archie and Blastoise, or not. Well, I don't exactly know, but probably would be it. Now, if that's the case, it's a good thing. Yeah, with Blastoise. Now, it's a good thing that we didn't let them start. Sorry, that we are going second, because they will need to invest the second turn of their game using Blastoise. So it's fine. Okay. Okay, so now he has the executes there and probably a quick ball. He probably has a quick ball or didn't. Okay, fine. We are not in a bad spot, but we should really top deck something at some point. Oh, that's the perfect top deck. Like, oh my god, this is. I am never so lucky when I record videos. Like, never. Now I'm a bit scared because something bad's going to happen when I stop recording the video. Okay, whatever. So let's get rid of some energies here. Well, actually, let's get rid of a lot of energies. And probably a supporter card, right? At some point, if they don't retreat, I'll probably want to go after the Mewtwo. So, no, sorry, these ones. Now let's use Trainer's Mail, and ooh, that's really tempting. Let's use Path. Let's go for Path, just because if he doesn't have an Stadium, we will be in a really good position. So let's play this, and I wonder, I don't think I need to do anything else here apart from attacking. I think I do not need to do anything else here. So let's just power up our Blissey, and then depending on what my opponent does, we will decide what we are going to be using our next battle compressor for. Another Order Path. That's the thing with Order Path. Okay, I think he might still be able to get the Archie, even if under the Path of the Peak. Let's say... No! Oh, what? He got it! Okay, wow, that was interesting. Okay, Like for a second, I just thought that he forgot about the path of the peak. But it was just, you know, he was just prioritizing getting Archie at in the field. So interesting choice by our opponent. Now, okay, now we are talking. Okay, let's add the energy, and I need to do some maths. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 energies. Okay, so that's 150. So 160, but in reality es 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, we are still short of getting the KO on Mewtwo. We are still short. So instead, I think that what we are just going to do is I'm just going to go for Lysandra. I'm going to go for Lysandra here, and I will force my opponent to be able to get rid of the stadium, right? And to be able to get an Archie once again. If not, there is nothing. There is truly nothing that my opponent can do to me at this point. Let's get rid of some. Yeah, let's get rid of some cards that we are probably not going to be using. Let's play the bicycle just in case. Okay, Bliss is good. Bliss is good, and I don't think he can knock a Blissey out, so let's just attack. 250, as I was saying, I was falling short from being able to get over Mewtwo. My maths was okay this time, and that's it. Now, what is he possibly able to do after that? He needs to find a way to get rid of the stadium, and then I will replace it. Okay, another order bet. But he needs to find a vsseeker and, you know, to set up again another Blastoise. He was not able to do so, and we won. So yeah, overall I think those were pretty interesting games. Blissey showing some interesting moves there. Okay, that was funny. That was really funny. So guys, that was it. I really hope that you enjoyed the video as much as I did recording it. You've seen how Blissey is a super effective strategy in the expanded format and a really funny one to use. Please remember that if you need any sort of digital cards, they can be unlocked by purchasing codes at PoTownstore. And then don't forget to also like the video and subscribe, because we are bringing a lot of new awesome content in the upcoming weeks to our channel. So thanks so much for being in this journey with me, and I hope to see you soon in next videos. So bye bye!